Get ready to rewind. It's time for our favorite throwback moments. Please enjoy.
Today we have an international supermodel, Tina Glaze. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we have a lot of questions today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
And you're originally from Jamaica.
Yes.
So what was it like growing up there? Tell us all about like the biggest differences between the United States and living in Jamaica.
I would say the biggest difference is the lifestyle, like the structure, the people. Growing up in Jamaica, it's very community-based, so I have a lot of friends and family. I can go to my neighbor and ask for salt and sugar. Being that this is America, like I can't go pick oranges from a neighbor's tree, you know what I mean? There's trespassing signs and stuff like that. And another big difference for me was candy. I grew up not eating a lot of candy. Our sugar was like fruits, natural, like mangoes and apples and sugar cane and so on and so forth. So when I came here and I went to the grocery store and there were so many options of chips and candy, it was exciting, but I initially was overwhelmed and I was, even now, like to this day, I've lived here. I just recently got my visa for 3 years now. And since living here, I had the opportunity to, like, I still get confused on like options. I'll go to the store and I want potato chips, and then there's jalapeno, there's hot ones, there's non-spicy, there's vegan, and I just walk out. Like, I am like, I don't even know why I came. That's the biggest difference, is like the culture, you know what I mean? The culture itself, yeah.
And kind of talking about your modeling career, how did you get started in the fashion industry?
Okay, it's a very interesting story. So my whole life I've been told, oh, you're tall, you should be a model, you should. Again, I grew up in Jamaica, so I didn't know what any of this means. And one day, my food career I was telling you guys about, I want to be a cook, you know, I want to create Jamaican recipes that are vegan. So I want to bring vegan Jamaican food, vegan jerk chicken, vegan oxtail, all of that. I went to the courts to get my permits to have a food truck. And I was walking out, obviously they denied me because I just recently got my visa and I didn't know a lot of people, so I was just starting to live here. And they denied me for the permit. Right after I was walking out, I was so upset, and you know, I'm storming, so I'm kind of walking with like power and confidence. And this lady, she saw me and she was like, are you a model? And I was like, no, like again, like why is she talking to me? And I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, what else am I going to do? You know what I mean? Like this modeling question has always come up, all of this, you know. So as she's talking to me, I'm just thinking to myself, how do I become that model that everyone has always seen me as? So it was my turn to like see myself in that light, you know. I went home. Google is gonna be your best friend. I went home and I Googled everything. What does it mean to be a model? How do I get started? Where do I go for casting calls? All of that. And since that day, it's just, I would say I've been faking it until I made it to this way. It's just, I've been telling myself I'm a model, so I had to create those perspective as what would a model do? How would I brand myself? How would I become a face of a company? So being that, like I started just by self-taught, I would say. My first time on the runway, my first time at a casting, the casting director saw me and he was like, okay, walk again. And I walked, like, he was like, I want you to give me a tomboy walk. And I was able to switch it up and, you know, give him a different catwalk and everything. And he was like, whoa, you're different. You're the secret weapon. I was like, oh, well, so to me, it was like confirmation that I can do this. And ever since then, I've just been walking in a passion that I feel like everyone else saw, but I didn't see it. So now finally I started looking myself in the mirror and just accepting that I'm a model.
Yeah, I feel like you had a confidence, you know, so you just adapting.
Yeah, but another thing too, I feel like for me is I really love fashion. So as I was walking out of this interview, girl, I looked dapper, I looked good. So I feel like that was a big aspect. So people would always assume because I dress like a model that I am a model, but in my head, I didn't see myself as a model just yet.
I see. Do you have any question, Haruka?
So, any other hardest point for you being a model?
It's the communicating. Yeah, I feel like as soon as you're off that runway, it's cameraman, it's audience that liked you, it's this little girl who wants to take a picture with you. So it's just maintaining that mental space of, okay, take this picture, but also know that I have to go backstage to change, and like don't disappoint, because a lot of the times we don't know who's watching our stories or our posts or where these things are going, you know what I mean? So we have to maintain the personality of like being nice and being calm and being like, okay, hi, greet everyone with the same type of energy or the same level of energy that you would, be inside screaming around with your girls or whatever the case may be. It's really just making sure that you're interacting with each of your fans and making sure that they feel as important as they see you, because the saying first impression is the biggest. It sets the stage for what's gonna come next, So the first impression is really important, especially when you have a fan that loves you so much and then they're meeting you for the first time and you're complete like, who are you? You know what I mean? It's kind of, you kind of break your own self down, They won't look at you as highly as they used to before. Yeah.
And you said you worked within runways, but then also like with designers and photo shoots and magazines and things like that. So what is like the biggest difference you would say working in these totally two different, like completely different environments?
I would say the biggest difference that I noticed about the runway compared to like a photo shoot is runway is very fast paced. It's very much like there's a lot more people that are with you. There's a lot more people behind the scenes. There's hair and makeup artists, the directors, the designers, there's the runway coach, there's everyone that's always like around, compared to a photo shoot where it's more private and you get more time to be intimate with the camera and also intimate with the people that are in your creative circle. So that's the biggest difference for me.
Do you change like your style of looking by the designer?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say that the biggest difference is you have to know what you're wearing and what story the designer is also demonstrating with their clothes too, because as a model I've learned that we are not like personality, we're just hangers. So they look at you and they're like, this would fit perfectly on you, and so it's just up to us to bring a personality or bring that outfit or clothes to life. So I would say like the difference for me is like if I'm wearing a ball gown, I'm more poised, I'm more classic, I'm the lady of the evening, compared to if I'm wearing streetwear, I'm laid back, you know what I mean? I can be more movement, I can use my hands and just kind of incorporate that into the posing and working the runway as well.
So far we heard a lot of glorious, great side of modeling. Do you have any downsides? Like any gossip we can hear?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to modeling, a lot of people like to say it's not a competition, but when you're behind the scene, it is a competition, because there's some girls who they want to be picked and they want to be chosen to wear the final piece and open the show and whatever. So they'll tell you different things like, you should walk this way. I've walked for this designer before. He likes it when models do this and this and this. And that is completely not, you're totally debranding the company, And a lot of the times girls will get like lotion or oil. They'll pretend like they're putting it on their skin and they just spill it all over the floor. So as you're walking out, your models are slipping and sliding and it's just a hot mess, so.
Don't they get in trouble? Like,
I mean, if you don't know who it is, you don't know. You don't know? You wonder, like, there's, especially with the runway, there's so many things going on, like, to focus on one. And another big thing is, like, the stealing. The girls will, like, you bring, like, expensive stuff, deodorant. It's a crazy story, but one time I was at a fashion show and this girl, she was like, where's my Victoria's Secret underwear and undergarments? And I was like, who took her? Like, they really will take certain things, especially if it's of value and it's a brand name. Don't bring it to a show. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And how do you react to that, like in those situations? Is it just like a mental thing?
Yeah. I just keep quiet. You lost. You just have to count it as a loss, because at that point you're not going to go to every single person and be like and accuse them. You know what I mean? It's just like, darn it, I should have not bring this, or that's when the shoulda, coulda, woulda statement comes in.
So it's more your responsibility.
Yeah. And I feel like the more you're experiencing runway, the more you learn. Like, okay, don't bring this. Like your model bag will have specific things that fit your needs. So.
And being a model, I'm sure maintaining your figure is very important. How do you maintain your figure?
Mental. again, 90% of what I do is mental. So no matter if it's going to the gym once a week or going to making sure I don't eat that pizza before a show, whatever the case may be, you have to train yourself. Not like certain things you have to kind of pull the string and tighten up on. And then I would say the other half of that is consistency. Like whatever it is that I do last week, I make sure that I do this week. I make sure that I hydrate, sunscreen, you know what I mean? Like I always, certain things that you just have to do. You have to tell yourself, I don't care about the excuse. I don't care if you have corona, get up and go to the gym. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's something I have to do it.
Yeah.
I noticed you have such a great skin.
Thank you.
Do you do like any special treatment?
I use sea moss. I use sea moss a lot. I'll intake it, like drink it, and then I'll also put it on my face as like a mask. Yeah.
Sea moss. Have you ever heard?
Yeah, there's like a trend going around with like the sea moss.
Yeah.
How's the taste? I heard it's like very...
It's like gelatin without the jelly. Don't think about it. It's all mental, girl. Yeah.
Wow, you have such a great mental.
Thank you, yeah.
Right?
I'm the oldest of 12 siblings too, so I've always had to be like train myself to do better, my mom, she has 3 sets of twins, so it's me and my brother, and my brother and my brother, and then my brother and my sister. So there was 6 of us before I was even 5 years old, so I had to make sure we cooked and make sure everyone went to bed on time, and so now it's like, I moved away from Jamaica, so a lot of my family is back there, and I'm only here to focus on me, So I have to train myself, and make sure I do this, make sure I do that, clean up my car, certain things, like I have to be stubborn with myself. Yeah.
Do you have any future goals?
As far as goals, I want to grace the international runways. I also would love to do a photo shoot with Grace Jones, if you see this. And then with this coming year, I just signed up to be one of the delegates for the Miss Universe pageant.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
That's exciting.
I've never done pageantry before, but I'm interested in just representing my country. I want to show people that I'm from Jamaica now. Like I've established myself as a brand and as Tina Glaze, so now I just want to do something big to represent that I'm from Jamaica and that I'm here to stay. I'm here to get a crown.
Yeah. So the last question. So the title of our show is Creative World. What does the word creative mean to you?
Bam. As far as my world, what does creativity mean to me is no limitations. We live a life where we have brothers and moms and dads influencing us, and even me, sometimes I hear girls who are 5'3", 5'4" on the runway like, oh, I'll never get picked for that designer because I'm not tall or I'm not skinny or whatever the case may be. That's where the mental come in, that's where the limitations come in. Do not set those limitations for yourself because you never know what doors are being fabricated for you, you know what I mean? Like, never limit yourself to a certain standard or to someone else's standard. Make sure you try first. If you try it and it doesn't work, then you can say, okay, this didn't work for me, but at least you try. I would say 90% of failing comes from not trying, you know what I mean? So, no limitations.
Thank you for inspiring message.
Oh, thank you.
Today we had an international supermodel, Tina Glaze. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys. Bye.
Ready to explore media scenes with Creative World.
From cameras to editing, hosting, and beyond, let's level up your skills and carve a path to that dream job.
We are here to cheer on everyone pursuing with their entertainment dreams.
So drop us a message at the link below and let's ignite your media journey.
Showed me who I am. Every crack became a line that drew a curve my hand. No, I won't back down, I won't back down. Cause even in the dark, shining nothing like a stand. was his only catching my breath. Faced the reaper, walked away from a quiet death. Shadows trying to hide me, but the light refused to leave in silence. Leaving room and any rage sends it back to me. Broken hands built the walls. They say whatever stand for me. Scars on my victory. Storms arrive to dry my spark, but the thunder made the world will have an answer with its own remark. From the ashes came a rhythm no one else could claim. All of the surrounding darkness brings me beneath my flame. Call me comeback kid, call me underdog, call me whatever you want, but I'm back to reclaim my name.
Tradition is tasted, resplendent with grain. Sips of time slip through light. I'd hold this taste to feel forever. It pours a century of wisdom. It pours a generation of legacy. Sourced from a sacred mountain, it rises. How many ways can this taste dazzle in days? This taste lives forever.
Here you can kind of reproduce the scene in the opening of the movie of Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. So you can have her, fighting with Godzilla.
Right. And then I think it was, it might have been, some of the other reviewers were saying that she could actually pull the head out a little bit.
Oh, maybe.
Try doing that.
I did not, no. But yeah, we're starting the comparisons, right? So that was just the Haya Toys Godzilla 2024. And now the closest kaiju in Godzilla history that reminds me, what Skilla reminds me of is the crab form of Destroyer. So we've got that crab theme going on. And this is a recently released Bandai movie monster series. And they're quite compatible in size. Of course, Haya has definitely better paint work, and the texture is much better than the Bandai.
Oh yeah, that's a good comparison to make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have any other Skilla toys really. At least I can't remember any offhand. Another item in my collection is the X plus 25 centimeter Toho Daikaiju or Toho Large Monster Series Komonga. And Komonga is a spider, so Skilla kind of reminds me of a mix between a spider and like a snow crab. Like the texture looks like a crab, but the legs kind of are spider-like. What do you think, Heisenberg?
Yeah. That's another good comparison. And then here's Mudo.
Yes, a female Mudo. Yeah. This is the Bandai Premium version. The Haya version is actually packed up and ready to go on the big move coming soon. So I'll have a little adventure with the collection migrating to a new location.
Yeah, I think I like the pose that you got Skilla in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I think I think I'm very content with the posability.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I believe as long as you have like one or two legs kind of bent a little bit, I think the rest of them can be standing on the tippy pointers should be fine.
And then here you're going for an action pose.
Yes. Yep. So having the two titans fighting off. So yeah, again, I don't know why like Scylla and Godzilla fought in the movie, because in the 29 movie, like she kind of bowed down, acknowledging Godzilla being the king of the monsters. But then,
well, it seemed like Godzilla was just trying to steal the powers of Mother Kaiju. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very cool. Yeah. And again, that adds a lot of color to the display here.
At the sound of a wish, the summer sun would shine, and if just a smile would do to brush all the clouds from the sky. At the blink of an eye, the autumn leaves would fall, and if you could sigh a deep sigh to scatter them over the earth, I'd blink my eyes and wave my arms. I'd wish a wish to stop all harm. I'd blink my eyes and wave my arms. I'd wish a wish to stop all At the wave of a hand, the winter snows would start, and if you could just light a candle to change people's feelings and hearts, I'd whisper love in every land to every child, woman and man. That's what I'd do if my wishes come true. That's what I'd do if my wishes come I'd whisper love in every land to every child, woman and man.
watching Creative World.
See you next week.
レストランオーナーの皆様、揚げ物の油代でお困りではありませんか？カロリーを抑えてもっと品質を良くしたいと思いませんか？そんな皆様に必見、世界初の特許技術、油の給油率を 50% から 80% 低減、水のように油を軽く、揚げ時間の削減、少ない油で美味しくヘルシーに。詳しくは bbflyglobal.com まで。